might not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Love now. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Azeez Ojulari in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On now is the Packers punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And take it right on the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. To the air on 1st and 10. And this one complete to Smith. That catch good for only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mon, he's going to get this one down to Cook. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Mon going to throw it. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Mond now off of play action. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. And Charles, for this defense, you know, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
Play action this time with Love. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On first down, here's Mond. It's complete to Cook. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Flushed out right. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Love. A check down here to Jones. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah,
rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go play action here. Mon. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. That throw good for only a couple. Brings up 3rd down. Off the play fake. Mon. And that is incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on her. Fighting his way through contact. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Love. Looking deep for Adams. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Check 26, check. First down.
Jones again. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Seibert's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
from the 29. Love dancing to his left. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check.
First down, Love to pass. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. First down, going to the air with Love. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Love steps away to his left. It's Miller, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well, as we are back and underway for the second half. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that...
This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Mon. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll... And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make...
And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Love. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Love will try with his legs. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't. And at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. So they didn't lose anything. But you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Love. This one swung out here to Jones. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Going back to Love. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this belongs to the Vikings. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd down and 5. From the gun, here's Mond. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mond eluding the pressure right. Complete. Jefferson the target. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Love. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Love now. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Love now to pass on 1st down, escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Azeez Ojulari, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Love. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Love. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. There he goes left side. 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Love from the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby. Back. 52's the mic.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. The Packers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's get it.
Throwing. Love. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Desmond King picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Sanchez.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? Touchdown! Dalvin Cook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Vikings are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And it's a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 81 yards.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Off the play fake, Mond. Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Vikings have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.